In this video we're going to give you a guide for 28 useful ways in overcoming irritability and depression. Irritability is something we all experience, but what sets it apart from other emotional states is the extent to which it pollutes the emotional atmosphere around us. When we feel irritable, we feel on edge, grumpy, cranky, and sour. To overcome feelings of depression and irritability, here we are providing 28 useful ways that you can opt in your life. Point number 1. Be aware of emotions. Self-awareness can be an important tactic to combat irritability. Some people become irritable after hours or days of stress and anxiety. But maintaining awareness of emotions can help stop irritability before it becomes overwhelming or unavoidable. Point number 2. Figure out source. The best way to reduce irritability is to figure out what's making you irritable and then address it. Identify when you first became irritable and consider what might have set you off. It's important to remember that while your reactions might feel complex at the moment, the issue that triggered them might be simple. Point number 3. It's often the little things. We often dismiss considering things that shouldn't make us irritable even if they actually do. Be honest with yourself about what's bothering you. Simply acknowledging that something is making you irritable is often enough to take the edge off. Point number 4. Reduce caffeine and alcohol. Too much caffeine during the day and too much alcohol at night are frequent sources of irritability for many people. So consider cutting back. Point number 5. Exercise. As you may know, exercise leads to the release of dopamine in your brain. This happy hormone automatically boosts your mood. If you're short on time, even a quick walk to the shops and back can help blow the cobwebs away. It can help you in overcoming irritability associated with depression. Point number 6. Take a nap. First things first, it's time to make sure your basic human needs are covered. Grabbing a quick 20 minutes of shut-eye might not be a viable option if you're at the office, but if you're at all able to sneak off for a power nap, make sure you do. A quick nap can give you the energy you need to get on with your day, having shaken off your irritability. Point number 7. Have a bite to eat. Although you might not think you're hungry, if you're in a surly mood, do yourself a favor and have a meal or quick snack and see if that does the trick. Try not to go for anything that's all quick-release sugars, though, as you'll only peak and then quickly through again. Denying yourself the food you really want will only make you feel more irritable. Point number 8. Get rid of nervous energy. Since irritability activates our fight or flight response sets, it might be a good idea to take a quick walk or run, or, if that's not possible, do some quick push-ups or crunches to rid yourself of excess energy that might be fueling your irritability. Fresh air on a leisurely walk could do wonders as well. Point number 9. Get quiet in alone time. Find a quiet place to think things through, or to disengage from the commotion and activity around you. Listen to music, do some stretching or yoga, meditate, or take a bubble bath. When you're done, take a deep breath and prepare yourself to re-engage so your system isn't shocked back into irritability once you re-enter the fray. Point number 10. Recognize and detangle situation. Getting acquainted with situations that rattle you can pay off in helping you more quickly recognize them when they are pushed. Like with most things, practice makes perfect, so try to make a habit of asking yourself what else might be upsetting you when you find yourself irritated. Point number 11. Regulate expectations. Feeling irritable is often a result of needing a certain ideal in order to feel okay. By learning to have more reasonable expectations, we set the tone for less irritability. This goes for others as well as ourselves. Point number 12. Get it off. Whilst I always recommend alone time for those feeling irritable, it can also be very good to vent. Try to talk to a partner, family member, or close friend. Choose someone who loves you and who will offer support, kind words, and, if you ask for it, an honest opinion. Point number 13. Take a mental break. Although it might be nearly impossible to empty your mind of all thought when you're irritable, meditation allows you to notice the thoughts that come to mind and drift across your consciousness. Observing your thoughts whilst being detached from them helps you to disengage from them and prevent them from governing you and your behavior. Point number 14. Take few breaths. When you're feeling stressed and irritable, try inhaling slowly to the count of 3 through your nose. Hold your breath for just a second and then exhale slowly through pursed lips for a count of 3. Do that 3 times and see if you feel a little better. Point number 15. Acknowledge your irritability. When you notice that you're feeling annoyed with everything and everyone around you, Acknowledge that you're irritable. You don't necessarily have to announce that you're feeling irritable. You might just acknowledge it to yourself. Point number 16. Get in touch with compassion. Acknowledge, in your head, that you feel really irritable and how unpleasant it is. Then imagine getting a hug from someone who cares about you. Once you feel a little better, use your compassion to consider how it has made those around you feel, and how important it is to not take it out on them. Point number 17. Practice of mediation and mindfulness. Listen to your favorite podcast, get stuck into an audiobook, or watch an episode of your favorite series. Anything that can capture your whole attention and take your mind off things can help to reset your mindset. Get yourself involved in the practice of meditation and mindfulness. Point number 18. Speak up with trusted persons. Skin-to-skin contact is another great way of getting a dopamine hit. Ask someone you love very nicely if they wouldn't mind giving you a hug to make you feel better. They'll much prefer that to having you snap at them, and it might be just what you need to relax. Point number 19. Disconnect from phone. Our modern state of constant connectivity means we never really have a chance to switch off. We can still be receiving work emails at 9 p.m. at night. Leave your phone in another room for a while and it might help you feel like some of the weight has been temporarily lifted. Point number 20. Have some fun. Stop taking life quite so seriously. Watch a cat video. Read a funny article. Ring a friend who has a great sense of humor. It's hard to put a frown back on your face once a giggle has cracked your stony exterior. Point number 21. Practice laughing. When we see other people being irritable, we realize just how unreasonable we ourselves can be once we're seeing everything through a moody veil. Try to find the funny side of your own sulky behavior and laugh about it. Don't be afraid to take the mickey out of yourself now and again. Point number 22. Chew gum. Chewing gum might be a quick way to relieve stress, which may be helpful in reducing your irritability. A study found that people felt less anxious and less stressed when they were chewing gum. So the next time you feel a little irritable, reach for a piece of gum. Point number 23. Reframe negative thoughts. When you're dealing with an inconvenience, like a traffic jam, you might start thinking thoughts that fuel your irritability. When you catch yourself dwelling on the unfairness of a situation or thinking about how much you dislike something, reframe it. Stick to the facts, rather than your judgments and emotions surrounding those facts. Point number 24. Mood stabilizers. Anticonvulsants are also sometimes used to stabilize mood and depression. These medications exert their effects by constraining aberrant electrical activity and hyperresponsiveness in the brain, which contributes to seizures. Point number 25. Antidepressants. The research most strongly supports the use of serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors, SNRIs, or tricyclic antidepressants, TCAS, as double-duty drugs that can treat both psychiatric disorders and pain. The findings are more mixed about the ability of selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, to combat irritability. Point number 26. Rule out severe mental issues. Irritability is caused by many personal, social, or psychological factors. A mental health professional can help you understand and navigate your emotions. Treatment that includes psychotherapy in addition to antidepressant medication is often more effective than medication alone. Point number 27. Cognitive behavioral therapy. Cognitive behavioral technique can help reframe thoughts to improve behavior and is popular among people affected by irritability. Sometimes irritability can be the result of deep feelings of grief or anger. These feelings may be unconsciously felt, and therapy can help uncover and treat the effects of these emotions, thus relieving irritability. Point number 28. Hormone therapy. The treatment options for irritability vary depending on the underlying cause. Treatments for hormonal imbalances include diet and lifestyle changes as well as hormone therapy. Hormone therapy may not work for everyone, so it is best to consult a trained healthcare professional before starting hormone supplements. Click on the link in the description box and check out our blogs. Don't forget to like and share our videos. That's all, folks. Stay healthy. Stay beautiful.